Congressman Seth Leibson here. Thank you for being with us, and thank you for all your good service. You know, one of the things that I have been dreaming of with each government shutdown that seems to be so routine right now is that it might catalyze a spirit in the American people to realize so much of government is so unnecessary after all. And Gallup came out with a poll this week showing Americans' confidence in a lot of federal agencies is at its lowest level yet. Are we asking too much of the American people to look at some of these shutdowns and really have a serious reconsideration of the size and scope of government generally and get to the business of actually getting into some serious trimming down and some serious cuts? Or is that, as I say, asking too much of the Americans right now?
No, I mean, I don't think that that's too much to ask of the American people. I just think that we don't need to have that conversation with the government shutdown because there are important jobs, there are important people that work for our federal government that do a great service to our country. They work very hard and they're good people. I do have some discomfort with the fact that we have anyone that is considered non-essential to our government because that's our tax dollars. But that's not a conversation we need to have with our soldiers not getting paid. We need to make sure that we have that conversation regularly, which is something that the Washington establishment and the swamp haven't done for many, many years, maybe as long as I've been alive. And the result of that is $37 trillion in debt. So what we need to do is we need to open the government back up, and then absolutely, yes, we need to have that conversation. But Republicans have already been doing that. You know, you look at the working families tax cut. We got rid of a bunch of unnecessary things. We passed the first rescissions package from the president. I don't think we've done that in 50 years. And so Republicans are serious about this, and we want to do that. We all believe in a small scope of government. Conservatives do, and so we want to make sure that every single worker for the federal government does a service, they do it well, and we don't need to pay three people to do the same job. And so that's what we need to look at. We just don't need to do it when our soldiers aren't getting paid.
Remember college? Well, now, college is over, and here comes your student loan debt. Is your private student loan debt keeping you up at night? You really need to talk to YRefi. YRefi refinances distressed or defaulted private student loans that others won't touch. They can save you thousands of dollars and get you a custom payment that you can afford. And they don't care what your credit score is. Don't let private student loan debt ruin your life. Call YRefi today.